Hi, my name is Sam Brownell. I am the founder and CEO of CU Collaborate, and I am recording this video today to show you vendor research tools, like technology vendor research tools that you have access to through your affiliation with your league. So in order to do this, if you're researching like a core processor, internet home banking, online account opening, any sort of like technology solution that is member facing, then you would come to cucollaborate.com, go to sign in. If you are not already a registered user, then you will register and create a new account. Once you have done that, then you will log in and go down to vendor research here. And the place that I would start with is solutions. And so if you have not reviewed your solution for a thing, then you would come in and you will need to first review your own solution in that category. So to see what people say about core processors, you would need to click to take the core processor satisfaction survey, review your own core processor, and then once you do that, a lot more data will be available to you. So you would complete this survey, and then if we log out and go back in here, and go to CU Collaborate. If I'm like using an admin account, so now you can see all the data that people have put in. So once you've reviewed your core, your internet home banking, whatever it is, then you can come in and go to vendor research and go to solutions. And then here you can see all the cores. And in this case, yeah, core, you could pick any of these types of products. Look in a certain asset range. So if you want to see how highly rated cores, certain cores are for credit unions over $1 billion in assets, for instance, then you can filter this down, see that. You can see how many credit unions over $1 billion use the different cores, how many people have reviewed them within this online community, what percentage of their clients that represents, and then there's a composite sort of average overall rating for the cores. And so if we go into, let's look at Keystone, which is the core that Correlation provides. And then if you go to actual product page, you can see information about the credit unions who use that core, so average size, median, smallest, largest. You can see the sort of different elements of the core and how they're reviewed by their clients and how that ranks against other cores. You can see the different, it's not like formal integrations, because obviously integrations can be sort of done in different ways, but the overlap of products. So for everyone who's on Correlation, what are the different internet home banking providers that they use? For the people who use, let's say, Correlation in Q2, what do most people use for mobile banking? What do most people use for mobile RDC? And if you want to see any of the sort of ancillary products, you come in and see, okay, you know, what do most people on Correlation use for, for personal lending? So I can switch this back to like loan origination system. And then you can see that. And then if you want to see by size, you can weight it by size. So the largest ones seem to be using like CRIF or Temenos. Anyway, yeah, so you can dig through all this data and better understand it. But probably the most valuable thing in here is if you go to forum here, then you can ask questions of clients of those products anonymously, and it will only go to clients of that and verified clients. So the way we know what technology solutions credit unions use, and banks actually, is we screen scrape every credit union bank's website, and we've come up with ways to uniquely identify like their technology stack. So we, if you think about it as like Amazon reviews, we sort of have like verified purchases. We know who uses what, but it can be anonymous. We assign everyone a number, so you know if you're talking to the same person, you can know you're talking to the same person, but everything is kept anonymous, so you can be candid and not worry about, you know, being told on. But yeah, it's a sort of anonymous user community. The other things in here, we have partners, which is like a online guide for vendors. You can also research other credit unions if you come in here and like research. Actually, I'll just do Pennsylvania, was it State Employees Credit Union? Maybe it's actually, I apparently cannot spell. Atomic Credit Union. And then you can pull up their profile and research a specific credit union if you want to do that. And then you can also go to HTML query. So we open it up so that you can search like any financial institution's website for whatever you want. So if you put in like, we had someone who wanted to know all the people who use GreenPath. We didn't uniquely track GreenPath, but you can just search every financial institution's website for unique strings. So if you want to see every banker credit union's website that has the phrase GreenPath on it, you can query that, and this will tell you what web page that data shows up on, that phrase shows up on. It queries a lot of stuff. There is a lot there. So it takes a long time to run. And then you can also just export this data to Excel if you want to play around with it at all. Yeah, and let us know if you have any questions. Happy to record additional more detailed trainings about specific uses if there's anything that you need help with. And yeah.